Well, good to see everybody. You know, in the Bible, there are two animals that talk. In the whole Bible, there's only two animals that talk. In the book of Genesis, you know, there's the one that talks in the Garden of Eden. And you know which animal that was? It was a snake. He didn't have good things to say, did he? That he was trying to trick man and tell him all kind of lies. He wasn't that was not a good talker. But the other one that talked, you know what the other animal that talked in the Bible? A donkey. That's right, a donkey. How about that? The donkey was trying to tell Balaam which way to go and not to get into trouble and that he better not go any farther or bad things would happen. You know, you think about the donkey. There's a donkey in the Christmas story, right? That Mary is on her way to Bethlehem and she's riding a donkey or colt. And in the Old Testament, the prophet Zechariah declares that when the Messiah comes, you know, to save the world, he's going to ride into Jerusalem on the back of a donkey. And so isn't it something here on Palm Sunday that just yesterday we saw the donkey, he looked like this. I don't know if you noticed, but did you see this on the donkey's back? What is that shape? What if I turn it this way? There we go. It's a cross, isn't it? Yeah, he's the only animal in all the world that has a cross on his back. Now I wonder why that is. Don't you know that the donkey also is there on Palm Sunday? Jesus rides into town fulfilling the prophecy of Zechariah, saying that the Messiah would come, the guy who's going to save the world, and he would ride into Jerusalem on the donkey. And wouldn't you know, that donkey has a cross on his back. Isn't that something? There's a legend that says that the donkey was housed pretty close to where Jesus was sacrificed on the cross, and that he walked up there and he was so sad to see that Jesus was being crucified on the cross that he turned his face away from Jesus, and that when Jesus was on the cross, the sun left a shadow, and the shadow fell on the donkey's back, and it made that I keep turning it the wrong way. That shape of which way? There we go. Of a cross. And that forever after that, the donkey has a cross. Well, I don't know if that's true or not, but I do know that of all the animals in the world, only one talked good, and that was the donkey. And only one has a cross on his back, and that's the donkey. And on Palm Sunday, the day we celebrate today with our palms, it was on the donkey's back that Jesus, the Messiah, rode into Jerusalem, just like the prophet said. So I kind of think donkeys are pretty special. Don't you? Hee-haw, hee-haw. Donkeys are good. So thanks for coming up. One of God's wonderful creatures. And if you came to the thing yesterday, I know you did, Reese. Did you pet the donkey? He was very sweet, 20 years old, and just as sweet of a donkey as could be. So I got a lot of pictures. If you want to see what a donkey looks like, go to the church Facebook page. And not me, but it looks like he looks just like this donkey right here with the cross on his back. I checked, and I was like happy to say, yes, I'm talking about you tomorrow, donkey. And he just went, hee-haw, and off we went. Thanks for coming up. And remember, next Sunday's Easter. Sunday's coming.